Hey, conscious creators. In today's session, Abraham discusses why you shouldn't dictate the how of the creative process. They discuss why collaborative components are not permanent, and they discuss the importance of allowing the flow of a creation to occur. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe, like the video, comment if you're inspired to do so, and also click the bell notification so that you're alerted whenever new videos are uploaded. I upload a new video Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And lastly, check the description. Check the description for the free training, I Am the Discourse. This free training was created in support of you in establishing a firm foundation in who and what you truly are. This foundation is the starting point of manifestation. It's the starting point of your ability to consistently experience what you desire in life. We're excited that you're here, and let's jump into today's session. How to chisel out creation. When you think of a chisel, and you think of the detail that is sought to be attained, when you're utilizing a chisel or any type of tool that is crafting out a design, whether it's in wood making or whether you are utilizing it in some form of rock material, or if you're utilizing it in a pottery type setting. If you think about the mere fact of the detail, creating the detail, creating the edges of the design so that it is clear, so that it is obvious, so that anyone looking at the imagery, anyone looking at the design can quickly understand and note exactly what is intended. This is the detail, the level of detail that we're talking about. Now, granted, one, when creating, can start general and be general. And this is a good thing, because oftentimes the desire is merely to feel good, to have a good time, to have fun, to experience beauty, love, and joy. And these are general expressions, yes. But also there are times when there are details that have already been outlined, details that have already been highlighted, specifics that already exist within the mind of the creator, and there is nothing wrong with that as well. To be specific on your desires, to be specific in your intentions, in the specific of what you would like. The challenge is when you begin to try to dictate or to assume that you understand where or the how of the creative process. Do not limit the creative process with a how it may manifest, with a time frame or position, because then you limit all possibility. You limit the movement of the collaborative components. You narrow the potential of their movement. Allow the hows to be sorted out by source. Allow the positioning and the distancing of it to be worked out by source. All that is required on your end is to ask, is to engage your inner creative process with the imagery and the feeling, alignment, harmony with that which you desire. This is your position. This is your place of power to express that which you desire in the present moment, engaging with the material of that which you desire, entering it into the creative process, your inner creative process, your thought patterns, your patterns of feeling, emotion, your inner dialogue, your external communication, all of these things, engaging your inner creative process with your attention and your focus on that which you desire. And again, it can be general, that which you desire, or it can be specific, that which you desire. The design. However, leave the how up to source. Leave the where up to source. Leave the movements of the collaborative components up to source. If you are inspired to move, if you are inspired to act, great, do that. But leave the hows and the wheres to source. Otherwise, you are limiting and potentially prolonging the manifestation. We also desire for you to know that the collaborative components, the people, they are not set in stone. Often, especially when it comes to the finance piece, when humanity has been programmed to jobs, they have been programmed to business, they have been programmed that there are specific channels that abundance can flow through, that wealth can flow through. And yes, it can flow through these channels, and oftentimes individuals focus so keenly on these specific areas as they effort immensely that the flow begins to move through these channels. And as their belief increases in the possibility of these channels, the flow increases. But it doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be work. It doesn't require so much effort. It merely requires that you intend, that you open yourself up to, that you recognize and know that all exists now, that there is only wealth and abundance, that there is only excess in the mind of Source. And when you open yourself up to that, and you begin to allow that, and you begin to intend that as your experience, it will begin to flow from the most advantageous and the most optimal positions that Source recommends, that Source sees, the most resistance-free, but you have to allow it. If you are predetermined with business, with job, with career, then you are limiting the possibility of the flow. You're limiting the speed of the flow. If you're inspired to move in any of these directions, be inspired to move in those directions, but do not limit your flow of wealth and abundance to that which you are inspired to be, do, and have, because it can come from multiple directions. It can come from other dimensions, other planes, and manifest as your experience. If you are allowing, if you are open. But if you narrow the possibility, then you potentially slow the flow. We hope that makes sense. For it is our desire for you to expand your possibility and your potential as quickly as you can, at an accelerated rate. But you must be open to the understanding, you must be open to the possibility, and you must be allowing of the potential of Source to manifest purely and perfectly in the highest and best fashion possible. The collaborative components are moving the minute you have an intention. They are moving into position. They are growing in density. And Source is behind it all. We are supporting you in your intentions, in your desires. But you in your position must be allowing, must be open. And this, in large part, is your play and practice, is releasing that which you believe to be based on what the mind of humanity has programmed you to. This, in large part, is your limitation. This, in large part, is the resistance that you are constantly expressing. When in Source, there is no resistance. When in Source, there can be a time frame, and it can be, manifestation can also be instantaneous. But it's not up to you. The collaborative components could be in place, and they could be approaching the perfect position. It's not up to you. Your position is to intend. Your position is to be inspired. Your position is to be the establisher of the specifics, and to place your awareness, your attention, and your focus on that which you desire, and to feel the experience of that desire which aligns you and harmonizes you with it perfectly and precisely. This is what you must know. We are thankful, grateful for the opportunity to share. We're thankful for the vessel. We're thankful for each of you offering fertile ground for these transmissions. We are here for you. from our now non-physical perspective, offering that which we know to be true, offering that which we know will transform your life. We honor you. We celebrate you. And we love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you.